Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome. I am back in my craft room. I'm back from Queensland. Had a lovely time up there, and but it's good to be home. It's always good to come home, isn't it? And great to be back in my craft room with all of my supplies. So I've got a really cute card to make with you today, but I've got a little bit of show and tell first. So if you would like to see some brand new products, then stick with me. Now, if you're watching the live creative time today, then you will see the red live button up in the top left-hand corner. If you don't see that, then you'll be watching the replay. And thank you to all of those replay warriors who come back and watch my videos, whether that be here on Facebook or over on YouTube once I upload them. Thank you so much. Feel free to leave me comments if you would like to. I do go back and I like to reply to each of those. So feel free to do that if you are watching the replay. And if you're here live with me today, chat along with me, craft along with me, just enjoy the time together. All right, now while we're waiting for everyone to jump on live, I'm just going to call this up on my other devices so that I can see everybody's comments over there. So let me just get that ready here. Okay, iPad is up and running, and let's do a little refresh over here on my computer. We'll get it running up over there as well, because sometimes the comments work better on one device than the other. Sometimes one device will conk out, so I always like to have both running just to be sure. Okay, so I'll bring that up here. Great, everything is all set up, ready to go. So as you're jumping on in, say hi, let me know that you are here. And if this is your first time watching, then let me know where you're watching from. We always like to welcome new people. So yeah, chat along with me. Okay, so first bit of show and tell. You might see I've got two new cards up there on my display shelf, two beautiful new cards up there. They were created by one of my beautiful new friends, and who is also a new team member, Jackie. And Jackie created those two beautiful cards, and this one here, this was for my husband and my 35th wedding anniversary, and the other one was to congratulate us on our son's marriage recently. But this one up here, this is a huge card. It's a big beautiful card, and it's got lots of beautiful handmade flowers on it as well. Jackie's put a lot of love into those cards, and I really appreciated them. They're simply beautiful. So they're up there displayed in my craft room. So yeah, they were just so beautiful. I had to display them. So thank you so much again to Jackie for those cards. Okay, so we have got lots happening in the Stampin' Up! World. There are lots of new products. I'm going to share some of those with you today. Then we're going to make a cute little card, which I think should be fairly quick. Well, I always jinx myself because I always say that and they end up not being quick, but I have already prepared all of the pieces ready to go. I don't have a sample for you because we are going to create it together, but I've got everything prepared ready to go, so it shouldn't take, well, fingers crossed it won't take too long. It has been inspired by a scrapbooking layout, which I'm going to share with you shortly as well. But before we jump into that, let me just remind you all that Stampin' Up! Has got a special free event coming up for World Card Making Day on the 5th of October. It's going to be a free event from 2 till 3 p.m. You can tune in and watch. There is a QR code there, so if you have a mobile device, you can actually scan that. Now, if you're watching here live or you're watching the replay on YouTube, Facebook, it should be fairly clear. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, sometimes my YouTube videos are a little bit blurry, so the QR code may not work that great. But you should be able to go to the Stampin' Up! Website and find out more information. Or if you need me to help you with that, then certainly get in contact with me as well. This is going to be a global event for Stampin' Up! For World Card Making Day, and it will be 2 p.m. in the different time zones. So if you're not here in Australia, just check your time zone, but it should be 2 p.m. Now in America, I'm not sure if it's 2 p.m. Mountain time, because I know there's different time zones in America, but in Australia, it'll be Australian Eastern Standard Time, because it'll be before daylight savings. If you are in New Zealand, I'm not sure if you'll be on daylight savings at that time, but it will be Australian Eastern Standard Time for the event. I don't believe, well, I'm not sure. I don't think New Zealand is having it at a different time, but if you are in New Zealand and you know that that is incorrect, please let me know. But anyway, it's a free event. There are some beautiful products that they're going to be using, some of the new mix and match products from the new mini catalogue. Now, if you don't have those products, you are welcome still to craft along with what you do have in your stash, or you can simply just watch, and then if you love the products, you can always go back and purchase them later if you'd like to get those, but they are from this catalogue. So if you register for the event, Stampin' Up will send you, sorry, I've got all these papers here. If you register for the event, Stampin' Up will send you an email with lots more information, including a list of products that we will be using for the event, etc. So you know what you need to have if you want to craft along with those exact products, or otherwise you can, as I said, you can use something from your own stash as well. So definitely register for this. If you can't make it live, you can watch the replay so long as you have registered. So be sure to register for the event. If you'd like more information, please feel free to get in contact with me, and I would be happy to give you more information about World Card Making Day. Okay, now something else, because we have got the brand new mini catalogue which just launched in September. It launched on the 4th of September, so it's only a couple of weeks in. There are lots and lots of new products in this beautiful catalogue. If you haven't seen it, then yeah, definitely jump online and have a look. If you would like a physical copy of this catalogue, a paper copy that you can leaf through, and you're here in Australia and you're not already working with a demonstrator, let me know, and I would love to get one of these beautiful catalogues out to you. Or if you need the annual catalogue as well, also let me know, and I'd love to get that one out to you as well. But lots and lots of beautiful projects, project samples, lots of beautiful products, both for Christmas, non-Christmas, seasonal products, beautiful florals. If you celebrate Halloween, there's Halloween products in there as well. There's lots and lots of different products in there. Now, of course, because we've got a new catalogue, I have got a product share running as well. Now, this one is going to close this Saturday, which is the 28th of September. So if you haven't yet registered for my product shares, be sure to register by Friday, not Saturday, Friday the 27th. Friday the 27th, the product shares will be closing. There are options there for you to choose between the new designer series papers, ribbons, embellishments. You can get all of them, or you can choose which ones you'd like to get. So there's lots and lots of options there, but you must register by this Friday. It is going to close. I did leave it open for a bit longer than I originally anticipated, but I do need to close it this Friday. So be sure to register for that. In fact, I'm going to pop in the comments right now the registration, and let me just find that now. I had some other links open, so I just need to find where I have put that. And I've been away, so I've been accessing different things, so things are all in different places. Now let me just see, have I got, here we go, September to December 2024 mini catalogue product shares. All right, I'm going to put that registration code up in the comments so you can grab that there, and then you can go there, have a look what's included in those product shares and which ones you'd like to participate in, and then register by this Friday the 27th. And then once you register, I will send you, and once I know that I've got enough for the share, for the next share, then I will send you an invoice, and then we'll get the payment for that, and then I can order all the products for you and get them out to you. And then you can have a play with some of those new products. Product shares are a great way of getting a whole heap of new products, but without outlaying a whole heap of money, because you get a sampling of the different products. And in my product shares registration form, it will tell you how much you get of each thing, so you know what to expect. But yeah, it's a great way of getting a whole heap of new products to play with. All right, now, if you are looking for the mini catalogue, I'm going to put the code for that request there as well, so that you can get that. So that's in the comments as well, so that you can, if you would like to get one of those new catalogues, you can request one of those. So that is there in the comments as well. All right, okay. Now, last week, we've also got as well, which we'll go into more detail in a moment, but I'll just take that off there. But we do have the new scrapbooking brochure as well. If you have not seen this, if you are a scrapbooker, and even if you're a card maker, there are beautiful products in here that you can use to create your beautiful papercraft projects. So be sure to check that one out as well. Now, this doesn't have an actual paper catalogue or brochure. It's a digital copy. So I've just printed the PDF. You can do that too if you would like to. But if you would like the link for that one, please let me know. And I do believe that you can get the link directly from the website. So let me just double check that now that I've just said that. Let me double check. As I said, I've been away, so let me just have a look and see in the menu what's new. Yes, if you click on, so when you go to the Stampin' Up website, if you, oh, hey Teresa, thank you for popping in to say hello. It's lovely to have you with us. Yeah, so if you would like to have a look at the new scrapbooking brochure, if you go to the menu on the left hand side and then you click on what's new, it'll come up with all of the new things. So you've got new arrivals, World Card Making Day, so the information is there. You can register through the website there. You've got the September to December 2024 mini catalogue, and then you've got the September scrapbooking brochure. So they are all there. Hey Rose, how are you? Lovely to have you with us. Thanks for jumping on today. Amber says, I like using a bit of lots of different products, not just having a couple of full packs that I have to try to get through. I'm more inspired by having a range I can play with and don't get bored. Yeah, that's exactly right. With those, the product samples or the product shares, it is a great way of playing with lots and lots of different products and mixing and matching rather than having to stick with one pack of products, as Amber is explaining there. So Amber loves it when I get the shares as well, because then we've got lots and lots of products to play with, and yeah, she loves that. So all right. Okay, so that is the brochures, and of course we've got the annual catalogue as well, jam-packed full of lots and lots of products, a lot of your staple products as well, like your cardstock and your colouring tools and things like that, dies, punches, all those sorts of things, as well as stamp sets, your general tools like your snips and adhesives and things like that. You'll find all of those in the annual catalogue as well. Oh, Teresa says shares are amazing to be a part of. Yes, they are. I agree. I love them. They're so much fun. And I love packaging up the shares for my customers as well, because I love to see like the range of all the different products all packaged up together, and I love sending them out to my customers and seeing how excited they get when they open up their package and they get all these new products. So yeah, lots of fun. All right, so that is everything. And I'm going to leave out the mini catalogue and the scrapbooking brochure, because we're going to look at those a little bit more detailed. No worries, Teresa. Have a lovely afternoon. Thanks for jumping on. Take care. All right. pop those over there. Okay. Alrighty. Now we are going to share some of those beautiful new products with you. Now on Saturday, I had, oh, hang on a sec, I've got to change my window over here. There we go. On Saturday, I had my very first scrapbooking workshop class using one of the new scrapbooking workshop kits. We had a lot of fun. It was a great class and really fun to play with those new scrapbooking kits. I had not used one of those before, so it was my first time. I have scrapbooked in the past, I have taught scrapbooking in the past, but doing it with this kind of system, with a kit like this, was very different. But we had a lovely, lovely afternoon, and so I'm going to share those with you. And I'm thinking I might actually hold them up, because I think by holding them up, you'll be able to see them a bit better, because if I put them on my desk, oh, did I just do that? I just gave myself a thumbs up. If I put them down on my desk, because they're so large with the 12 by 12 sheets, you might not see them as easily. Now in the kit, I'll actually show you the kit comes like this. Now this is the leftover kit. I have a brand new kit for another class participant who wasn't able to come on the day, but this is what is left over from the kit. So when the kit comes to you, you get a full instruction, I was going to say manual. It's kind of like an instruction manual. It's multiple pages. It's more detailed than we get with our card kits actually, but this is it here. And there's, how many pages in here of instructions are there? There's 11 pages of instructions. So it gives you all of the cutting guidelines. So you get all of the cutting guidelines, and then it shows you, so that's how to cut your designer series papers and your cardstock. Then it shows you the layout, and then it tells you where to place your pieces, and it gives you all the measurements, so you know exactly and precisely where to place your pieces. Now, of course, you can change up, just like any of the card kits, you can change up these kits in different ways as much as you like, or you can complete them exactly as the kit displays. So I had one of my ladies who was changing it up and making it her own, and she made a few little alterations to hers, and it looked fantastic. So yeah, so let me show you the layouts. So this is, you might have seen the photos that I posted up on the weekend as well. Yesterday? No, Saturday night. No, yesterday, early hours of the morning, I posted it up, I think. So this was the first page, but each layout is a double spread, a double page spread. So, hang on, I'll hold them together, but it's going to be in front of my face. So that's the double page layout. I can peek my head through there. So I decided to scrapbook one of the Christmases. It was Christmas 2000 of my children, and some of the family festivities as well. But how cute are they? I mean, the kids are cute too, but the layouts are cute. And what I chose to do, because there were 3 different double page layouts or spreads, whichever way you want to say it, in the kit, and I have 3 children, so I decided to use the same photos or similar photos from the same year and create a double page spread for each of the kids using the different layouts. So that one was Jake's. So this is little Jakey when he was a little bubba. He was not quite 4, so not really a bubba, but he was a toddler. He's a big boy now, just got married, as most of you would probably have seen on my Facebook, in Facebook land. And then this one was the second layout. So see how you've got the matching pages. And the kit comes with everything you need. The only additional thing you need is adhesives and your trimmer. Adhesives and trimmer. And I think we use scissors for 1 or 2 things just to trim some of the DSP. but mostly it's your trimmer. You're cutting everything with your trimmer. So this one was for Brooke's layout. And there's little, oh no, this one. There's little Brookie. So she was 6, I think, when these ones, and we've got some family photos here as well. We celebrated Christmas with both sides of the family. So we had John's side of the family are on this page and my side of the family were on this page. But interestingly, when I go back to look at all those old photos, because they were old, that was before digital times, really. We weren't really doing digital photos back then. And so all of my photos were originals. And just to go back and cut into those originals was a bit scary. So I actually went and I took photographs of the photographs on my phone, and they turned out pretty well, actually. And then I went and had them printed just in case. And I just wanted some additional ones printed as well that I wanted to use on the multiple pages, and I might have only had 1 copy of them. When I did print them out, they did print out a little bit darker than the original, which was a bit disappointing. I probably should have lightened them a little bit on my phone first before I printed them. But this is the last one, and this is the layout for Amber's album. And she was happy about that because she liked this one the best anyway, the layout best. So there you go. So there's the 3. So they're all quite different, but using the same papers from the kit. Now, this kit, I'm going to show you more about this kit. This layout is the one that has inspired my card today. So this one, this page here, this is the one that has inspired my card today. So I wanted to show you that you can take a layout from a scrapbooking page and you can use that to inspire a layout for a card. So you don't have to just do, like I often talk about layout ideas or sketches, card sketches and things like that, but you can actually do scrapbooking layout to card or card to scrapbooking layout, so you can change them up a little bit. So we'll keep that one handy because I'm going to show you how I turned this one into a card, and obviously not using photos on my card, but you could, of course, if you're sending out family Christmas cards and you want to include a photo, you certainly could copy a layout like that and add a photo. I know that a lot of people do that. But yeah, so I'm going to show you how we came about that. But I'm going to tip the camera down onto the desk and show you some more products before we jump into that first. So let me just move my keyboard because I don't need that. All right, and I am going to cover up the camera so I don't make you all dizzy while I do my transitions, and we will tip the camera down onto the desktop. So bear with me, here we go. Oops, dropping my adhesives here as I go. Tighten everything up nice and tight. Sorry, it's a little bit squeaky. And adjust that down a little bit. Now we might need to, we'll see how we go with the height of the camera today, because I wanted to show you some other scrapbooking products first, but these are ones that you can also use for your card making. I'm just checking to see if I've got that straight. I don't even know if I've flicked those cameras over. I'm so out of practice because I've been away, and no, I think everything is good. Everything's up the right way. Okay, good, good, good. Hey, Julie, how are you? Great to have you with us. How has your day been? All right, I'll just move these down a little bit so you can see those. Okay. So any of the products that you see today are available in my online store, and you can get to it 2 ways. Now my camera is a little bit wonky, so let's just straighten that up a tad. You can get to my online store 2 ways. You can either go via my blog and click on the shop button at the top of my blog, or you can go to my website and click on the shop button there on the website. So either way will still take you there. My desk is looking really grotty actually. That's yeah, I should have given that a clean before today. So forgive my grotty desk. As I said, I've been away, so still haven't got that quite straight, have I? That's okay. All right, so just before I went away, I put in an order for some of the products from the new scrapbooking brochure. Now I showed, I did go through this, I think, not last time, because last time I was coming to you live from the Gold Coast last Monday, and we were playing with one of the kits from the kits collection. But this week we're going to be playing with some of the products from the new mini catalogue. And oh, you had a pretty good day, Julie. Awesome. Just the usual house chores, etc. Oh, well, it is good to get those things done though, isn't it? Good on you. Oh, hey, Kathy. Lovely to have you with us. Thank you for joining us today. All right, so I've got some of the products that I've ordered from here that I thought that I would share with you today. So this is the new scrapbooking brochure. This is the Reindeer Memories scrapbooking workshop kit that we used on Saturday for the class, which I just showed you the layouts. If you missed those, feel free to go back and watch the replay later. But you can also see them here in the brochure as well. Then as well as that, there are some coordinating products on the following page, which is page 6. And there's an additional scrapbooking layout there that you can create if you wish to as well with some of the coordinating products. So I was going to show you, first of all, the kit. So these, as I said, these are the instructions. So 11 pages of instructions of how to construct your kit. And then I actually wrote some extra notes. So hang on a sec, I'll pull those out. There we go. And you don't need to see those. But this is all of the bits and pieces that were left after creating the layouts. And I think there's, let's have a look. So there was a sheet of ephemera pieces as well. So I used all of those. And there was a sheet of stickers as well. Now these stickers are the same stickers that you can order with the designer series paper if you just want to get the stickers and the designer series paper together rather than the entire kit. And from the class, this is what we had left. We had half of each of one of these stickers left. I had 3/4 of this one, and then I had these 2 full border strips left, which were not used in the projects. So they're left over that you can use on another project. And I was tempted to use these today, but I decided to go with the designer series paper instead. And then the kit comes with the placeholders. So if you don't have your photos ready to put on your layouts, you can pop the placeholders in place as you are adding your creating your layouts. Yeah, so that's really handy. And then I've got all of these pieces left over. Now this one was from the word joy and the little tag, and I kept this too because I thought, well, this could be used as a template. But this surrounding cardstock, it's a really thick cardstock. It's kind of in a pecan pie color. And I thought I can still use those bits of cardstock, so I hung on to that. And then I've got all of this. So we've got some of the 2-tone cardstock left over. We've got some of the new white cardstock, the willow white. And then we've got all of these little off-cut bits. Now these can all be used for either scrapbooking layouts or for card making. So we've got some designer series paper in the kit, which is exclusive just to the kit. Now this one I thought was the same as the one in the DSP pack, and I discovered today that it's the same design, but this is actually the lighter color from the 2-tone cardstock. So it's the lighter tone of the garden green. It's actually not as dark as the one that's in the DSP pack. So yeah, but this, I think I didn't compare the color of this one to the one in the DSP pack, but I think that looks the same, I think. And then, so we had a full sheet of that left with 3/4 of a sheet. So we've got that all left over. And then we've got a full sheet of that one with 3/4 and an extra little bit of that one left over as well. So you do get a lot in the kit, but you do get some leftover bits. So you do use. I didn't get that. You do use most of it, but yeah, you do have leftover bits that you can use for other projects. So I just wanted to show you that as well, so that you knew how much you actually do get in those kits. So that's what's left over, and we made 6 layouts or 3 double page layouts. So it's pretty good, isn't it? You get a lot for in those kits. All right, so I'll pop that over to the side. Hey Brenton, how are you? Lovely to have you with us. Hey Glenda, lovely to have you with us too. Thank you for joining us. All right, so then we've got other kits in here as well. We've got snow days. We've got some additional products that coordinate with the snow days. We've got the Halloween memories and the extra products to coordinate with that as well. And then we've got the autumn to remember, which I have this one as well. But we're not going to go through that one today, but I do have that one as well. I haven't looked at that one yet. I did get the stamp set that went with that one though, which is this one here, because I thought this was a really pretty stamp set. So we're going to do something with that in the next few weeks, or the next coming months. I'm not sure when, but yeah, I really want to do something with this beautiful stamp set because that's really a lovely stamp set. So that's another product that I got from the brochure. But the other thing I wanted to show you that I did purchase from the scrapbooking brochure, and now I've mucked up all of my pages and I don't know where page 1 is. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but I'll sort that out later. But I bought a whole stack of the 2-tone cardstock. So, there's that other kit. This is how they come. So this is the Autumn to Remember kit. And again, so it's packaged similar to the Reindeer Memories kit. This one's got more pieces in it. So this one costs a little bit more. It's got some additional pieces in it. But again, you get the instructions. And what I love too is on the front of the instructions, it actually tells you how many photos you're going to need and what orientation and size you're going to need them, which is really, really helpful. What I did find with the Reindeer Memories one, if anybody is using this one, just to let you know, it says on here you'll need a total of 13 photos, but it's actually 14. So I haven't checked this one. I haven't checked the Autumn to Remember, but for the Reindeer Memories, it's actually 14 total photos. So I just went through these, double checked, cross-reference those on each of the layouts, and yeah, it was 14. So just double check that on each of your kits when you're purchasing them. But yeah, we might look at that another time, but I just wanted to show you that I had purchased that one. And the stamp set coordinates with that. And then this is the 2-tone cardstock. So we're going to be using some of this today, and I just wanted to show you the different packs. So we've got the Snow Days, and this one has got Early Espresso, Garden Green, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Poppy Parade. We've got the Halloween Memories, and this one has got Basic Black, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Pool Party, Pumpkin Pie, and the new Willow White. So we might open that one because I'll compare the Willow White to the Basic White and show you the difference. The Autumn to Remember, which coordinates with the stamp set that I just showed you, and the Autumn to Remember Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. This has got Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. Now, of course, these are all 12 by 12 sheets. In each of these packs, you get 12 sheets. So you get multiples of each of the colours. And this one is the one we're using today, the Reindeer Memories 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock. So I thought I would show you what the two-tone cardstock actually looks like. So you can see I've already cut some here. I'm going to try and pull this out of the packet. I'm probably never going to get that back in the packet, so maybe I won't pull all of it out. But I'll just show you. I'll move these ones. So this is the Real Red. Now it's two-tone cardstock, so it's coloured on both sides. The colour is sort of printed on both sides. It is a white core cardstock. So this is great for those techniques where you want to see the white coming through, such as tearing techniques where you want that white edge, or sanding techniques, or embossing and sanding so that you get that white core coming through. So lots and lots of different great techniques that you can use with white core cardstock. So each of them has, the front side is the actual Stampin' Up colour. So this is Real Red, okay, so that's a Stampin' Up Real Red. On the opposite side, it's a softer tone of the same colour. So this is the reverse side of this one. Okay, this is just a piece that I've cut. So you can see how you've got the two different tones. So they're in the same colour tone, or the same colour range. It's just a softer, more muted tone of that colour, if that makes sense. Then we've got the Pecan Pie. I'm trying to not pull all of them out. I probably am going to have to pull all of them out. And that's the reverse side of the Pecan Pie. Then we've got the Granny Apple Green. Let's put them like this. We've got the Granny Apple Green with the reverse side of the Granny Apple Green. Then you've got the Garden Green with the softer tone of the Garden Green on the reverse side. And this one also comes with Early Espresso. So there's your normal Early Espresso. And then that's the reverse side of the Early Espresso, which reminds me a lot of the old chocolate chip. Do you remember the old chocolate chip colour that Stampin' Up used to have? Reminds me of the old chocolate chip. Amber says, oh wow, there's more variation in tone than she thought, which will be so handy. Yeah, so we hadn't opened these. Excuse me, I only just opened this pack just before going live today. So there is quite a good range of colours there in the two-tone colour packs. So as I said, this one is the Reindeer Memories two-tone cardstock pack that we're going to be using today. Now the weight of it, I'm not sure of the exact weight of it, but it is lighter weight than our ordinary cardstock. So it's probably a little bit thicker than DSP or Designer Series paper, but it's not as heavy as the normal thick or the normal heavy like cardstock that we use. So I think I had, let me see. So here's a piece of the Garden Green in the normal cardstock, and it's a little bit thinner than that, but not a whole heap. It's still quite strong, but I wouldn't think that you'd be able to use it for a card base. For your layers and everything, it would be fine, and for scrapbooking, it would be fine, or for a background sheet for scrapbooking, it would be fine. But as an actual card base, it's probably a little bit lightweight for that. So yeah, so there you go. So that's that one. We're going to be using some of that one today. So I'll leave that one out. Do you want to see some of the other ones? I really wanted to show you was it this one that had the new white in it? No. Which one's got the white? This one. This one I think has the white. Yes, the Halloween Memories. This one has the new Willow White in it. So it's a slightly different white to our basic white cardstock. So I thought I would open that one today to show you so that I can we can do a comparison of the two colours. All right, so let's have a look and see what colours we have in here. Oops, hang on, I think I left the willow white in there. I did too. There we go. All right, we'll do a comparison of the willow white afterwards. We'll do the other colours first. So we've got pumpkin pie, and that's the reverse side of the pumpkin pie. Just move that over so you can see them. There we go. We've got some more early espresso in this one. Oh no, sorry, this is the basic black, not early espresso. Basic black. And we've got some softer, this is more grey, but it is the reverse side of the black. We've got the granny apple green again with the reverse side. This one is Gorgeous Grape, so I'm really keen to see what the reverse side of the Gorgeous Grape is. Let me move them over just a little bit. Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. Gorgeous Grape. Oh, there we go. It's a more muted, almost, it looks almost a little bit textured, that side of the grey. The Gorgeous Grape, in real life that is. So this is Pool Party and the opposite side of the Pool Party. So not a huge variation in the tones there, but a little bit, enough for it to be different. And then you've got the white willow. Now the white willow is the same colour all the way through. It's not two-tone, okay? So as you can see, if I flip it over, it's exactly the same. It's not two-tone cardstock. Now, I'll show you so aren't they beautiful colours? I was going to compare this reverse side of the Gorgeous Grape with Highland Heather. So let's do a little quick comparison. Okay, here's the Highland Heather. So it is a different tone to the Highland Heather, but the Highland Heather would certainly go with those, because the Highland Heather always goes with the Gorgeous Grape anyway, but it would also go with that. So there you go. So now you've got an extra purple tone to play with in those. Isn't that great? Awesome. And in terms of the basic grey, let's compare that to this one here. There's some basic grey. So this is deeper than the basic grey because it's supposed to be a toned down version of the black. Can you see that with the lights? The lights is a little bit reflective off the black there. But yeah, so that gives you an extra grey tone to work with as well. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, so let's do a comparison with the whites. There we go. Okay. All right, so this is the white willow, the new white willow, and this is the standard basic white. So you can see the white willow is slightly different in colour. I'm not sure how you would explain it. It's kind of, I don't know if you'd say it's brighter than the standard basic white. It's just it's a different white. So depending on which type of white you like, again, for cardstock bases, let's feel the thickness of this one. This one is actually similar thickness. So the white willow is similar thickness to the basic white. So it's a bit thicker than the two-tone. So that one would probably be able to be used for card bases as well. So yeah, it's a heavier weight than the two-tone. So there you go. So there's the difference in the colours. Yeah, I guess this one's more sort of yellowy tone if you compare it to the the white. And I'm not even sure that it'll come up that well on camera because of the lighting and things as well. So, but they definitely are different tones of white, if you can have tones of white. The basic white looks a bit more on the creamy side. Yes, Julie, yes, I agree. Yep, when you compare it with the white willow, it is. Yep. Yeah, so there you go. So there's a little bit of comparison for you. All right. Now, did you want to have a look at the other two-tone cardstock packs? Did you want to see those, or do you want me to get straight into the project now? Totally up to you. I'm happy to show them to you if you'd like to see them, but if not, we can go straight into the project. But the two-tone cardstock packs you will find in the scrapbooking brochure, and you'll find them on each of the pages with the, or you'll find them in the online store as well. But you'll find them on the pages with the designer series paper. Okay. And some of those two-tone cardstocks do come in the kits as well. But you don't get a full pack in the kits. You'll only get certain pieces or certain colors. So here's the other one here. All of the coordinating products, the information is printed on the opposite page. Okay, so if you need codes for ordering and things like that and the details of the product, you'll find them on the opposite page. Okay, so I kind of printed mine the wrong way rather than flipping like a catalogue, like we open this catalogue this way. I kind of, yeah, printed mine the wrong way around, so, but all good. Okay, so again, there's the Halloween Memories 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock pack. That's the one we just looked at there. Each of the two-tone cardstock packs are $21 and you get 12 sheets in them. So I think they're all the same price. 12 sheets, 21, yep. And that's the back page. Yeah, oh, there's the other one there. And I've lost my front page. I don't know what I did with my front page. 8, 9, 11. Oh, there's 10. That's right, 10, 11. I don't know where I've put the other pages. They're all mixed up. I think I'm missing some. 19, I am. I'm missing some pages. I don't know where I've put them. I pulled them apart. I pulled the whole thing apart and I've put them down somewhere. But anyway, you get the general idea. Okay. Hi, Fee. How are you? Great to have you with us. Okay. All right. Well, we might jump into the project for today then. And what we're going to be using is the designer series paper. So this is the Reindeer Days 12 by 12 designer series paper, and you can purchase it either on its own. There's different ways you can purchase the paper. You can purchase it as part of the suite. So in the mini catalogue, you'll find the Reindeer Days suite on pages 26 and 27. So you can purchase the DSP on its own, or you can purchase it as part of the whole suite. There are coordinating products there. We've got the stamp set, the dies, there's an embossing folder, there's some peppermint, what do they call those? Real red and white adhesive backed peppermints. Now they are currently unorderable. They're out of stock at the moment, so they are unorderable. So just for the moment, the complete suite code won't work because they aren't available, but you can still purchase the other products individually. We've got the twine, which I've got here, the real red and white baker's twine. And then you've got the little treat boxes as well, the little book treat boxes, which I showed in another video a couple of weeks ago. So you can get all of those, or you can just get the designer series paper on its own. Now, if you want to get the designer series paper with the stickers, and these are the stickers here. This is a brand new packet of them. These are the same stickers that come in the scrapbooking kit. But if you want to get the designer series paper with the stickers, you have to order them with a different code that is in the scrapbooking brochure, okay? Which I can't find the pages that I had that written on. I mean, that it was printed on. I don't know where I put them down. Hang on a sec. I really don't know what I did with them. I thought I had everything. Oh, okay, hang on a minute. They might be on the reverse side of these ones. I've got that one. Where's the rest? I've gotten my pages all mixed up. They've got to be here. That one, that one, that one. No, I'm missing pages. 7. I'm missing pages 1 to 7. No, 1 to 6 I'm missing. Did I put them, maybe I put them down with the other, put them with the DSP? No, I don't know what I did with them. Oh, I think I know where they are. Hang on. Found them. They got caught up in the papers with the kit. Here they are. Okay. 6, 4. Okay, we're back to the beginning. There we go. Right. Here we go. Okay. So, if you want to get the stickers with the designer series paper, you need to use the code that is in the brochure, and that you're going to find on page 6 of the scrapbooking brochure. Okay, the Reindeer Stickers Designer Series paper and sticker sheet. The code is 16612. That's if you want to get the sticker sheet with them. If you just want the designer series paper and not the sticker sheets, then use the code that is in the mini catalogue. Okay, because I had some customers that were a little bit confused about that, so I thought I'd explain that in more detail today. So page 27, you're going to find the code for the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper without the stickers. Okay, so without the stickers, mini catalogue, and that code is 164166. And from the scrapbooking brochure, if you want to get the stickers with it. All right. Okay. There is also the two-tone cardstock, which is in this brochure. Oh, thank you, Amber. Yes, you cannot purchase the sticker sheet as a separate item. It only comes with the DSP. Yeah. Julie said, yes, I'm waiting for those peppermints. Went to get them during free shipping last week. Oh, shame. Oh, yes. Yeah, they, I'm not sure how long they've been unorderable for, but I think they've only gone unorderable in the last week since I've been away. So, yeah, but they should come back pretty soon. I think, actually, I checked, let me just check the date on that and see if it says when they are coming back or due to come back. They're due to come back this week. They're due in this week, apparently. So hopefully they will be on track with that and they will turn up this week sometime. So keep watching the inventory status report, Julie. Yeah, okay. So hopefully that explains about the stickers. Now the snow days also have the same thing with the stickers. You can get the DSP on their own from the mini catalogue. Let's find the sweet, this one, the snowy scene sweet collection. Same with the sticker sheets that goes with this one. If you just want the DSP, use the code that's in the mini catalogue. If you want the sticker sheets that go with the DSP, you have to use the code that's in the brochure, the scrapbooking brochure. Okay? And you can't get the stickers separately for either of those. All right. So what we're going to do now, I was going to use the stickers from the sticker sheet in today's project, but I decided to use the DSP instead. So I'm saving my stickers for another project. Okay, so I'll leave those. Aren't they just so cute though? You get these border stickers. You've got some banners there. You've got little sentiment stickers. There's a journaling sticker there as well, which we used in one of the projects. And then you've got all of these little cute decorative elements, which we used on all of the layouts. So I did show all of the layouts at the beginning of the video. So if you want to go back and watch the beginning of the video when I finished recording, feel free to do that. And you can see the completed layouts that we created on Saturday. But I thought I would show you the beautiful designer series paper. Now in the actual scrapbooking kit, you get different papers to what is in the DSP. Okay, you get some exclusive papers in the scrapbooking kit, so they will be a bit different. There is one that is very similar, but it's a different color tone. Actually, there's two that's similar, but they are different colorways. But these are the gorgeous papers. So you're going to get 12 sheets. So you get 2 of each sheet, and each is double-sided. But I've just pulled out 1 of each. But I just wanted to show you how adorable these designs are. So you got all these cute little reindeers. Let's look at each one on their own, and then we'll flip them all over. Okay, so we've got this one here with the trees. You've got this one here, which is the one that we're using today. Really cute. I love these. And some of these are similar to the stickers. So we've got, they're just in a different size, obviously, but this one here is the reverse. Oh, it's actually up here. It's this one here. It's a slightly different size though, but you've got that one there. And this one here, sitting down with the doe and the what's the baby deer? The doe and the, oh, what's the baby deer called? Oh my goodness, it's gone out of my head. The Bambi. Is this sticker here. So I love that some of them are carried through. And then we go to this one, which is super cute. And you've even got some little candy canes in here, little trees. You've got some little birds there as well. And then there's this fawn. That's it, of course. Thank you, everybody. I went totally blank then on what a baby deer was called. Yes, it is really cute paper, isn't it, Glenda? So adorable. Really, really cute. This one here is like one of the stickers, only the sticker is much bigger. That's the sticker there, and that's the little deer there on the DSP. So you can see the difference in the size. Super cute. And then this paper, this is like the paper that's in, one of the papers that's in the kit, but in the DSP pack, it's printed on the garden green. In the kit, it's actually printed on the lighter tone of the garden green, so like the two-tone, the opposite side, which I didn't realize until today. So that one is a bit different. And then if we flip these over, we've got this one, which is similar to one of the papers in the kit, but the one in the kit is the lighter shade, so the two-tone side, and the bells are printed in the deeper color. So it's the same design but a bit different, so they've changed it up. All right, so we've got bells, we've got trees. Love these trees. I love this paper, it's really pretty. We've got some plaid. We've got some holly. the presents, I love this one. I love the presents paper. It's really fun and bright. And then we've got these gorgeous Christmas lights as well. So there you go. Great, really great designs in this paper and super, super cute. And I know here in the Southern Hemisphere, here in Australia and New Zealand, we don't have snow at Christmas, but I still love creating some snowy scene cards because snow is sort of, you know, a lot of people think about the snow at Christmas time, whether or not you're here in Australia or in the cooler countries, of course. It's winter and it snows in a lot of those countries. So, yeah, so I love that. And they're super, super cute. So anyway, there we go. So that's what we're using today. All right, on to our project. Where is my project? So we're going to be using the Designer Series paper. Oh, there it is. Oh, goodness. Oh, we're going to be using the beautiful Designer Series paper and specifically using this one here, this sheet here. Now I've already cut the image that we're going to be using. Not from this sheet, but from the second sheet, because Amber has also been creating with this beautiful Designer Series paper. And so some of the papers had already been cut up, and so I used that same piece. So we're going to be using this one here, which is super duper cute with the doe and the fawn. I just thought that was really cute. So we're going to be using that one. Now I have die cut that piece. Now you can fussy cut any of these if you like to, or you can use your dies. So what I did is I grabbed my stylish shape dies. That's these ones here. And I knew that I wanted to die cut a frame around that. So I took the second largest square and I die cut that. Now to do that, I did cut down, sorry, I didn't cut down the paper. I cut around a perimeter around that first. So depending on which one you want to use, because we've got one up here as well, which I probably could have used that one. Now it will cut into some of those other ones. So just work out which one you want to use. This one's facing the opposite direction, and I knew that I wanted them facing that way. So it was that one or this one or this one. Yeah, so just work out which pieces you are willing to chop into if you're going to do that. Of course, if you were fussy cutting around it, you would be able to save those other images, but I knew that I wanted a square. So, okay, so that's the dies that I used. And I also used some other pieces as well. So these are all my pieces. So I also used these two pieces as well from the Designer Series paper. So we've got the big reindeer, the big sheet of the jumping reindeers. So that one there. And then this one was the bells, which is the reverse side of, is that the first one? No, that was the other one. That was that one. So I'm using a small piece of that as well. Okay. Alrighty, then, and that's the piece that I already die cut. Then I've got a piece of the two-tone cardstock, but because I'm using the real red here, and I've also got some real red strips, I thought, well, it's going to be a bit too much same. So I flicked it over to use the two-tone side, the lighter color, the lighter shade, and that's going to create my border around my focal image. I've got some garden green cardstock, some real red cardstock. This is actually the two-tone cardstock. Okay, so, but I'm using the real red side this time. And this is just the standard cardstock. But you could use the two-tone as well, but this is the stronger color, like the actual garden, the actual Granny Apple Green. And I've got a vanilla base. Okay. Now the tag, I have pre-done that, but I'm going to show you how I created this small banner. And again, that's using the stylish shapes, but you'll notice that it's not actually the size of any of these. I used this larger die and I created a smaller tag. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that today as well. Okay. All right. Now, let me give you some measurements. If you miss it, that's okay. I will put all of the measurements on my blog later this week, in the next couple of days, so don't be too concerned. So I'm using Very Vanilla as my base today, and this is half a sheet of an A4 sheet of cardstock cut lengthways. So it's cut at 10.5 centimeters wide. Okay, so cut it lengthways, 10.5 centimeters wide. And then I've scored that at 14.85 so that it's exactly in the middle. Okay, 14.85. And so we've got like a tent opening card for this one. Then I've got my layer of Granny Apple Green, and I don't have my measurements written down because I was winging this as I went along. And this is 9 centimeters by 9 centimeters by just under 12. It's actually 11.85. So I took a centimeter off, a centimeter off the length of the Very Vanilla base. And the reason that I did that was so that I had a, what did I just say? I said the wrong thing. Sorry, it's 11.85 centimeters. So I took off 2 centimeters. No, I took off more than that. I took off 3 centimeters. Hang on, I'll get it right in a minute. I took off 3 centimeters from what the card base was. That's right. Because I wanted a 1.5 centimeter border all the way around that piece. Okay, so we're going to start with that piece and we're going to adhere that down. So I'm going to do that straight away. I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue because that will give me a chance to maneuver my pieces if I need to. And we are going to put this over to the right hand side against the edge there. And we want that 1.5 centimeter border all the way around. So if you want to be precise, you can get your ruler out and you can measure to make sure you've got your 1.5 centimeter. I haven't got mine quite at 1.5, but it's near enough. Not being as fussy today. When I was doing the, yeah, there we go, that's better. When I was doing the scrapbooking layouts for the class, when I was doing the samples, I was being very, very particular with lining everything up with even borders and following the measurements exactly to a T in terms of the, where to lay your pieces, because they were the samples of the kit for the class. So I thought, well, I better be precise, but I'm not always that super precise. Before we go any further, let me show you again the inspiration for this card. Hang on, I just got to get the glue off my fingers before I do. The inspiration for this card was one of the layouts from the weekend. It was this one here. So this is the matching page. As I said, it's a little bit hard to fit them on camera down on the desktop because they're so big. So this is the matching page, as you can see there. But it was this one here, the left-hand page, that is my inspiration for this card. And this is what I wanted to show you, that you can take a scrapbooking layout and turn it into a card. Use that as your inspiration. So because I've got the Very Vanilla with the Real Red, I've got the Designer Series papers. So I've just changed up the colors of the Designer Series papers, but I've got that border around the edges like that. I've got that piece there like that, and these two pieces, and then I'm having the strips at the top and the bottom. And instead of the photo, I'm having my little deer. So we'll compare them at the end, and I'll show you, I'll show you the comparison of the scrapbook layout with the card. All right. Now, next we're going to have a strip of the real red two-tone cardstock. And rather than have that right up at the top, I'm going to have that down a little bit so we've got a little bit of a border so we can see that very vanilla. Now just make sure you're using the correct side when you're using the two-tone, because remember it's a lighter color on one side, but for the two-tone cardstock we want the deeper color. And I really need my glasses on because I can feel this straining my eyes trying to see this to line it up. Let me grab my glasses. There we go. That's better. Wow, now I can see. Makes a difference, doesn't it? There we go. And we're going to use a piece at the bottom as well. So if you haven't tried the two-tone cardstock, I really highly encourage you to give it a go. Buy one of the paper packs, the two-tone or the two-tone cardstock packs, and give it a go and have a play with it and see what you think, because I think that they are really great. All right, and then we've got these two pieces. So I kind of changed my mind after I cut them as to how much I wanted to use of those, and I decided that I didn't want, I cut this one quite wide, but then I decided I didn't want it as wide, so I kind of covered some of it up with the deers, and then I moved them up a little bit to center them so we had the green the same size top and bottom. But if you wanted to, you could have more green at the top and less at the bottom if you chose to do it that way. So it's totally up to you. I'm just going to kind of center mine so that it's similar to the scrapbooking layout. So I'm going to work out where I need to have this. So about there. So this piece of cardstock here with the bells really only needed to be about 1.5 centimeters, but I cut it at 3. So you really only needed about half of that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, actually I'll leave that there so that I know where I want to put it. And I just might slide it in underneath that piece while that's there. So it doesn't matter if it's a little bit wider because you can slip it in underneath. And if it wasn't that wide, then I would just butt them up against each other. Okay, so we're going to line that up along the edge. And we want about 1.5 centimeters. So we can just slide that down a little bit. And it doesn't have to be exact. It can be whatever you want it to be. If it's a little bit less, it doesn't matter. So about that looks good. All right, and then this piece is 10 centimeters by 6.5 centimeters. Okay, so we are going from creating a scrapbooking layout in inches, because most scrapbooking layouts are created in inches. And all of the instructions in the scrapbooking workshop kits are in inches, just so that you know if you are used to working in centimeters. If you're a card maker and you use metric measurements, the scrapbooking layouts are all done with inches. So you will need to have inches on your paper trimmer. There we go. So that looks about right. Thereabouts, using my eye. Okay. So I made up these measurements as I was designing this today. And as I said, if you miss them as I'm going, don't worry too much, because I will put them on my my website, my blog, sorry. Now for this one, because this is going to be the, this is paper, so it's a little bit thinner. I'm actually going to use a dry adhesive rather than the glue, because I don't want the bumpiness of the glue to show through, being that this is the focal part of the project. So you can use tear and tape if you prefer, or you can use your stamp and seal, whichever you prefer. And I've cut this So as I said, this is the second largest square in the Stylish Shapes dies. And then the border, the red two-tone cardstock is I think it was 6.4, was it? Yeah, 6.4 by 6.4 centimeters, because this square is 6 centimeters and I wanted a 2mm border on each side. Okay, and then I'm simply going to mount that up on Stampin' Dimensionals, and I am finishing off one of my packets of large dimensionals, so let's use up some of those edge pieces. We might need to cut some more of those. So just cut some of these pieces here so we can use them up. We don't want to waste those edge pieces because they are great to use, especially those little pieces when you've got really fine detail that you're wanting to mount up. Oops, let's put that little one back on there. We'll use that for a smaller project. There we go. And then we are simply going to mount that up. Now, if you wanted to, you could more sort of center it, or because we're working over to the side and our design is sort of over to the side, I'm going to pop it over to the side a little bit there. So this is a really nice, quick and easy card to create using that beautiful Designer Series paper. Now, I was going to create this card with the leftover papers from the scrapbooking kit. Actually, just let me get this. I'll just make a little border here. Which you would have enough paper to do that, but I thought no, I wanted to use the DSP pack today instead, so that's what I decided to do. All right, and then we've got our love and joy sentiment. Now I'm going to show you how to create that. Let me just find where I put now my, I've been dumping stuff down here on my desk everywhere, and now I can't find what I had here before, but I did have some vanilla. I think I put the vanilla on my other desk. Hang on a sec. I knew I had some vanilla scraps over there. Okay, so I've got this one here. So what I'm going to do is I will stamp my sentiment, and I'm just going to use Early Espresso because we've got Early Espresso in the antlers here. So rather than go with a heavy black, I'm going to just use Early Espresso. If you don't have Early Espresso and you have a black or you have a grey, that would be fine too. But I just didn't want it to be too, I wanted it to be dark, but not too dark. I'm just going to do it in the middle there because we're going to do the die cutting of that. So we'll give that a clean. There we go. How was everybody's weekend, by the way? Did you all have a lovely weekend? We have beautiful weather here. Let me just take a sip of my tea. Have you all got your cuppas today too? Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to take our Stylish Shape dies. We're going to take the narrower, longer one, and we're going to line it up at the left-hand side of our sentiment. You will need some washi tape or something to hold. You could use post-it tape, post-it notes, whatever you have to hold, or whatever you like to use to hold your die in place. I like to just dab my washi tape on my clothes a little bit first, just to take off a little bit of the sticky so that they are not too sticky, because I don't want them ripping my cardstock. All right, so we're just going to do that. All right, so let's make sure I've got that straight. So we're lining it up at the left-hand end. I'm going to show you how to create a shorter sentiment. A lot of you maybe already know this technique, but for those who may not know, I'll show you today. All right, I'm going to use my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we've got our base plate 1 our clear plate number 2, and then actually that one's a bit wonky, that one's a bit warped, so I'll use this one that's a bit flatter. We'll use that one on the bottom. All right, and we'll put that one on the top. There we go. So we'll take that one through. Now, different people do this technique differently. There's a couple of different ways you can do it, but this is how I do it. All right, so now we'll just remove that die from the cardstock. There we go. We'll pop our sentiment out carefully. All right. Now, with this die, because we've got that stitched edge, what we can do is makes it really easy, because we can now take our label and we can move that along the die, or move the die along the label, and it'll actually, the little teeth where the die cutting, the stitched detail is, will actually bite into the stitched detail on the die cut piece on the cardstock. So you can actually line that up and you'll find you'll feel it sit into those grooves and it'll stop sliding. Okay, so you just move it along to where you want to have it, and I think about there is a good place. And now that's tight in there. Okay, it's stuck down into those little grooves, and it's not sliding anywhere, so I know that it's lined up. Okay, and then we're going to take a little bit of washi tape and just tape that on the end there so that doesn't move. Just check again, make sure that that's nice and lined up, and then we're going to take it through the die cutting machine. Now, when I put this back through, I'm putting it through with the long part of the die there first, not the cardstock, because I don't want that cardstock to get caught in the rollers as I go to put it through. Oh, hey, Jenny. Oh, you just came out of your card making room and didn't realize the time. That's okay. No worries at all. All right, then we'll put our plate on the top and we'll take that through. Oh, you like that tip, Jenny? Great. Hope you found that helpful. There we go. And now when we take that out, we will have our shorter die cut label, and you'll see that all the stitching is still there because we had that lined up and we had that locked into the stitching, so it's still nice and consistent. If we didn't have that locked in, we might have die cut that with the stitching overlapping the other parts of the stitching and it would look really messy, but because we had that locked in to the stitched area, it just continues on really beautifully. So there you go. So that's how you can use your dies to create a smaller label. And as I said, it works really well with the stitched labels. And look, we've got this little piece here now. If you wanted to, you could use that as an extra little accent on your projects. So I'm just going to plug in my iPad because it is about to die. It's very low today on battery. All right, so we'll pop that one back in there. So that will also work with any of your square dies. So if you have a square die and you want to create a rectangle, you would do the same sort of thing. You'd put that through, you die cut your shape, and then you put that through again, locking in those stitched areas, get that to lock back in, and you can actually create rectangles out of your squares. So there's another little tip for you as well. I love being able to give you little tips and tricks along the way. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to use that sentiment to pop up here on our focal image, and we're going to use some dimensionals for that. So I'm going to pop one dimensional down on this part here that's going to overlap this part, and I'll be doing a double stack of dimensionals on this part here because this focal image is already up on one layer. So we need to make it a little bit higher. I might just grab my minis for that because, oops, sorry, my lights are so sensitive that sometimes if I bump them, they're touch sensitive. So sometimes if I bump them, they'll turn off. All right, so single dimensionals on that side, and we're going to do double on this side. So there's one, we'll remove the backing and we'll make a double stack. And I'm going to do another one over here as well. One, whoops, remove the backings. I like to draw lines on the back of my Stampin' Dimensionals with a Sharpie marker so that I can see if I've removed the backing paper or not. Just makes it so much easier, especially with the smaller ones. I find sometimes it's hard to tell if I've taken off the backing paper or not. If I've got the lines drawn on them ahead of time, and I do that while they're still on the sheet, then I just find that that's much more easy, or easier, I should say, to see if I've taken off the backing or not. There we go. So we're just going to line that up about there, like that. And then we've got our trim and our bling. Now I haven't decided which bling I'm going to use today because I don't have the peppermints that go with this suite, but I have lots of other embellishments. Now you could do your twine lots of different ways. You could wrap it around and have a bow down here. You can have a bow coming from here with some long threads. So we might try that first and see how that looks. And then if we don't like that, we can wrap it around the card. And having a tent fold card or a tent opening card is great because you can just wrap the twine straight around the front of the card there. So we could have a little bow sitting under there like that and have the little tails coming down there like that. That would look pretty cute. Yeah, I might just do that, I think. So I might just cut those a little bit shorter. Oh, I picked up my sticky scissors that are blunt. So yeah, we might just have that there like that, I think. And then we'll grab some bling. So I'll just use my glue dots, my mini glue dots, to adhere my twine. This is my preferred adhesive for any twine or ribbon. Now with the twine, because it's very fine, I like to just use about half a glue dot. So I tend to roll my Take Your Pick tool in it, and then I break some off, and I leave the rest on. It's like a little globby bit. I leave that on the roll, just because you only need a tiny little bit for the back of twine. Let's get my loops sitting right. There we go. Put that on the back there. Slide that off the end of my Take Your Pick tool. The Take Your Pick tool is my most used, apart from my trimmer, it's my most used tool in the craft room. There we go. I'll pop that there like that. And have our loops going up onto our sentiment a little bit if we want to, or we can have them sitting underneath, however you like to have them. Let me grab my sharp scissors this time, trim that up a little bit. And I always like to fray the ends of my twine whenever I'm using twine, just to give a little bit more texture and just soften up that the blunt sort of edges, or ends I should say, of the twine. Just trim that up a little bit, and we'll grab some bling. We'll add some bling. There we go. Beautiful. Very cute, very cute. Okay, now we have got, so in this container here, this is all my silver and gold bling. And then we've got all of the colours. Oh, I do have some berries. These ones might be good, the little red berries. That's from the Cherry Cobbler and Pearls adhesive back dies. They might go quite nicely, I think, actually, because we've got all these other embellishments, but probably a lot of them are not going to be the right colour. No. Nope. So I think these ones are going to be the best ones. Just double check this one as well. Pearls. We do have some green pearls. That's in the blooming pearls. They might go, there's a little bit more bluey tinge in those though. Got some silver. Lots and lots of bling. I love how much bling Stampin' Up! Has. We've got so much choice. We're very spoilt in the bling that we have. There's some lighter ones there that would almost go the granny apple green. But no, I think we're going to go with those ones. And then actually, these ones are new ones that I just bought. They've been around for a little while, but I didn't have any. These are from the annual catalogue, I believe. The adhesive backed sparkle gems. They're really pretty. We might even be able to do some of those ones. And then we've got all of these ones. We've got ordinary pearls, which would go really well. The Drucy adhesive backed embellishments, they are from the mini catalogue and I love them. They are so sparkly warkly. Then we've got, can never go wrong with the rhinestones. If ever you are unsure, rhinestones. Always go back to your rhinestones. Then we've got the natural adhesive backed sequins. And I don't really think that the birds and dragonflies would go. So I think we've narrowed it down. Oh, we also have the white snowflakes. Yes, they would go too. Now, where are they? Good question. Where are they, Amber? Do you know? Gold is always nice. Yes, I agree, Jenny. I love gold. Let me see if I can find the snowflakes. Aha, I found them. Amber's been playing with some of these. The white loose snowflakes, they would also go really well because we've got a little bit of snow on the deers there too. These are really cute. These are really great for shaker cards too, and you get so many in the packet. How many do you get? Approximately 9.5 grams. So they don't tell you how many you get because there are so many in there. But these would be really cute as well. So let's see. Oops, got a little bit more adhesive there still. So do we go gold, do we go red, or do we go with the snowflakes? Now the snowflakes, there are different sizes, and Amber's been using these. I haven't used these yet. So, oh, they're kind of rubbery feeling. And they are in different sizes. So they are in, wait, let me put my glasses on. I think it tells me here. Dimensions 4 millimeters and 6 millimeters. So that's a cross section. Yep, going across. But they are, is that a different size? No, that's the same size. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think snowflakes? We could do lots of snowflakes, couldn't we? Oh, that would be really cute. What do you think? Do you like the snowflakes? Could add extra snowflakes. We've got so many snowflakes. We can add as many as we want. You love the reindeers, Jenny? They're really cute, aren't they? They are really cute. Oops. Oh, I had one then. Do you see I'm using the putty end of the Take Your Pick tool to pick up these little embellishments? Oh, these look really cute. I like these. I haven't used these before, these little snowflakes. I think I said that before, didn't I? Amber's been playing with them, but I haven't played with them yet. They're really cute. Could go snowflake crazy. Yes, Rose likes the snowflakes. Oh, thanks, Rose. Good. Okay, yeah, I like them. I think we'll go with those. How many have we got? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's good. That's an odd number. Do we want any more than that? Could do a couple more over here. We need to have an odd number, don't we? What do you think? Something like that. I think that looks cute. Amber said she thinks they're great value. You can use so many and it's still barely dents, puts a dent in the container. Yeah, I know, right? Look, and Amber's already used some of these, but there's still all of those in there. These are great for shaker cards too, if you love making shaker cards. Now, Amber, what glue were you using for these? Were you using multi-purpose? Yeah, I like those snowflakes. I think they look really cute. I'll start with the, because we've got a delay here from the time somebody types something to the time it comes through to me. And I'm waiting for Amber's response, but I'm going to start with the multi-purpose liquid glue, and we'll just see if she says, yep, multi-purpose liquid glue seems to hold them. Good. So I'm just going to put a little tiny dab on there. In fact, I just thought of a better idea. There we go. Whoops. Maybe not enough glue. Is it sticking? Yep. If I get a silicone craft sheet, what I might do is put a little bit of glue on the silicone craft sheet and I might dab them in the glue. That might be better. There we go. Oh, that might be a bit too much. Let's spread that out a little bit. There we go. So this card is just made with the designer series paper and a little bit of cardstock and some two-tone cardstock. So just pick up a little bit of that glue there. And then just a sentiment from a different stamp set, actually. Did I show you which stamp set the stamp was from? I don't think I did. The stamp was just from the Merriest Trees. It's the Love and Joy stamp. And I chose that one because it fit perfectly in the space that I wanted to fill there with the sentiment. There we go. This is working well. Oh, it was working well. I spoke too soon. Stick. Stick. Maybe I'll push it with the other end because it's wanting to stick to my finger. There we go. Oh, thank you, Julie. It's amazing what you can just do with just the designer series paper, isn't it? Even if you don't have the stamps, you can create such a beautiful card just with DSP. So you don't need to have all of the bits and pieces if you don't want them. You just get the designer series paper and you can still make a pretty card. And these reindeers are just adorable. They're so cute. I don't think you can go wrong with them. And the funny thing is, I'm not normally a reindeers and Santa kind of Christmas girl. But when I saw these reindeers, I was just like, oh my goodness, they're so adorable. I have to create with them. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Just give them an extra push. There we go. And if you wanted to, you could put a bit of Wink of Stella on here. If you wanted to make it a little bit sparkly, but I don't think it really needs it. You might want to put a little bit on the deer if you wanted to, but you don't have to. Okay, I'll pop that glue aside so I don't stick anything in it. There we go. So there is our beautiful little card. Now let's have a look at the scrapbooking layout again. That was my inspiration. So it was this one here. Oops, this layout here. No worries, Julie. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for your lovely comments. You're so welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So this was the layout here that inspired my card. So we've got the reindeer here, but it was this side here from the Reindeer Memory Scrapbooking Workshop Kit that inspired my card layout. So I've sort of done similar layout to this with the vanilla and the red at the top and the bottom. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could even do some white embossing. If you had like a splatter stamp or something, you could do white embossing on the two-tone cardstock before you adhere that. That would have been really nice as well. That was just an afterthought I just had. But how cool is that, that you can use a scrapbooking layout to make a card? And you can do vice versa as well. So there you go. I know we don't have any snowflakes on this paper, but I think we had some, these kind of look like snow a little bit, don't they? And there was a bit of snow on the back of the deer. So there you go. So there is my inspiration for my card today. So I hope you all really enjoyed that. Super cute. I think it turned out really well. I think it turned out really, really cute. Very different to what I would normally do. But yeah, I think it turned out really well. I'm quite happy with it actually. So there you go. All right. Now I'm going to flip the camera back up so I can say goodbye to you all face to face as I always like to do. So bear with me while I do that. And as I do that, let me remind you about my product shares. They are going to be closing on Friday. So you need to register by Friday for those product shares if you would like to get your hands on some of the new designer series paper, ribbon and bling from the new mini catalogue. And get a whole sampling of those new products. Oh, I'm still upside down. There we go. Thought I tapped that, but it didn't register. I must have tapped it very gently. Yeah, so remember about that, about the product shares. Here's my little flyer about that. There you go. So remember to register for that by Friday if you'd like to get your hands on some of those beautiful new products from the mini catalogue. And the registration will give you all of the details so you can see what's included and you can choose which ones you'd like to participate in. But this is using the Reindeer, what's it called? Hang on, let me get the name of the paper. So I've still got the name of the scrapbooking kit in my head from the weekend. This is the Reindeer Days designer series paper. So there you go. And it opens like that. I haven't done anything with the inside just yet, but I will. But I don't normally do that on my lives because it usually takes me too long. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But there you go. But I had lots of other things to share with you today. So I hope you enjoyed looking at some of those new products. Getting a feel for some of those and understanding how the new brochure works and the mini catalogue. Oh, thank you, Fee. I'm glad you enjoyed that. So there you go. There's my cute little reindeers. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you create a card similar to this or like this, or you want to share your creations with me, feel free to flick me an email or Facebook message me as well. And I would love to see your beautiful projects and what you do with this designer series paper, or with leftovers from your kit. If you have the Reindeer Days workshop kit, the Reindeer Memories scrapbooking workshop kit. I'd love to see how you use the leftovers from your kit as well. So if there's anything I can help you with, please feel free to let me know. If you would like more information about joining my beautiful crafting community, then please let me know about that too. I can give you some more information. There's certainly no expectation or no pressure if you ask any questions, but I just love to give you the information and then you can make a decision that is right for you. So yeah, I'm here to help you. So let me know. All right, well, I hope you all have a fantastic week. I look forward to seeing you all again next Monday at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We will still be on Standard Time, won't we, next Monday? Yes, no daylight savings yet for 2 more weeks. So all good. So have a great week, everyone. And as I always say, happy crafting. Bye.